And if we can make it so that our young people love the land, how you should live with nature as opposed to against nature, then we have a chance of bringing Connecticut back to where it should be.
Well, we always have a pinky usually.
We usually have a pinky 4 now.
Nice. Oh, that's all right. What happened?
Well, we've been lucky again. I'm Chris Andrews, and this is my wife.
Erica.
And we own and operate our little farm here, Hurricane Farm, in Scotland, Connecticut.
We found the farm by just happenstance. I said, how about that one? Why don't we go take a look at that one in Scotland? And we came and looked at it, and it was perfect. 6.5 acres.
And we also have a satellite field down the road of 5 acres or so that our neighbors let us use. I'm a very firm believer in do it first and see what's wrong and fix it later. You can pretty much learn from there, and we meet a lot of interesting people who are really happy to tell us how to do things.
You can't be a farmer and not be ambitious and be a hard worker and go out in the snow or go out in the rain.
I guess you have to be someone who can problem solve. You gotta be able to fix stuff all the time, fixing things, belts breaking. The internet's great, and then you have to know your limits too. We have a good mechanic who comes if you really need him to do something. So contacts are always good, you know, finding the right people. A lot of people are willing to trade and barter for things.
You have to be a talker. You have to be able to talk to people, problem solve, and most importantly, you need patience in this. And you have to be patient if it's raining for days on end and you had things outside that you had to do that you can either do in the rain or you know, you're going to have to be patient and wait. But that's being ambitious about being a farmer. You have to have that agenda. You have to have that drive to go, go, go. But you also can't be disappointed at the end of the day that you didn't get everything done. You do the best that you can, and you move on to the next day.
Well, we did. These are silver maples.
I mean, the Department of Agriculture is wonderful. They're full of information. They help you with any questions that you have. So that helps. They help market you, too. They want you to succeed. And we went up to saw Carol and her husband, Philip. Yeah. Are you interested in possibly tapping a few more trees? And we were ecstatic, and they were ecstatic.
It works well. We have about 100 acres of woodland, and the forester said you have maple trees. It would be nice if you could tap them. We didn't really do anything about it until Erica said, let's try.
We were using 5-gallon buckets, so we were lugging from that acre to buckets on the back of our truck. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was very productive. Oh, and it was fantastic.
And it tastes great. It tastes great. The end product was wonderful. Erica just inspired us.
That goes, we're going to go in the garden for that. I know, you got that basket by there? Yeah. Yeah? Nice. Glad to hear that. Ooh, I don't know if that one's ready yet. I think that I could probably put my fingernail into it. Oh, yeah. You know, using other farmers as sources is key to be able to thrive on your own farm. I said, hi, I'm a new farmer in town, and that's when I met Sally. She says, welcome, we could use more farmers.
I started the farmers market in Scotland as a way for Scotland farmers to have a place to sell their produce. The town loves it. There's finally a place in town where they can get fresh vegetables.
And how great to have a cheerleader like Sally, you know? It's wonderful that she knows the ins and outs of laws to help a new farmer out. And she's also very encouraging and wants to have you succeed. She's not the business person that says, oh, a new business in town, you're my competition. I've never felt that way. From Sally and most farmers, I don't feel that way. It's always a community effort. What can we do to help you out?
I think they're going to do very well. They're both very hardworking. They love this life. I'm just very impressed with what Erica and her husband have done here. The energy of young people is a wonderful thing to see.
And Sally's been a monumental figure in this last year of my life. It's now become kind of hip to buy local, you know. Oh, I'm in a CSA and I own part of the farm, or I get to pick up the harvest of the farmer every single week. Just the fact that they now have ownership over Hurricane Farm, they have a sense of pride.
And that's the whole premise of the CSA, is to raise the capital before. So in a sense, the people who are in our CSA bought all these turkeys, they bought the grain, they bought the bin, and then now we raise everything.
We're not going to promise more than we think we can harvest for that 6-month period of time.
We paid for our share in the beginning of the spring. Every month we make our pickup. We're very satisfied with the quality of the food. My kids love it. Really, you know, when you have a child, it really makes you think about what you're giving them, what you're putting into their bodies. To know where it's coming from beginning to end, and what it's being fed and how they're faring throughout the season, I think, you know, is a privilege. You know, they need to understand where their food comes from and why it's precious and how to preserve it and how to appreciate it.
Take a bite.
Oh yeah, now that is a big corn. There is nothing like sweet corn out of the garden. That's fantastic. They're such farmers. My kids, they know the garden, they know the farm.
Everybody should be supporting the young families on farms, because what a wonderful life for the children. I see so many children who don't have anything like this.
Oh goodness, I see red.
I think people are starting to be more aware of what they're eating and how it affects their health long term, and how their health is linked to the long-term health of the planet.
Farming is changing everywhere. I'm glad that these kids are doing what they're doing.
Got it? Oh, there you go. I love this business, I mean, if you call it a business, I love this life. It's wonderful.